welcome guys, and we're finally here, guys. GPC season 6 is here. So last season, you all know hopefully how it ended. It ended at a bit of a bad note. We made playoffs. We had a solid season, and then we faced Shadi in quarterfinals. It was a bit of a hexy match. Was some questionable calls on my end. Some plays he made that benefited him a lot. All in all, a bit unfortunate end of the season, but this time around we are back, hopefully stronger than ever. Like, Shadi is not here anymore, so he's not stopping us. The previous champion Merc, he's not here, so the throne is empty, guys. So we are here to take the championship. So this season, just to clarify a few things about the season first, and then some personal things, and then we get onto the team. So first, we have now a 10-man conference, two 10-man conferences, but the one is the Grand Conference where I'm in, and there's a Petite Conference. Petite Conference, you can see it more as like the D-League, where the Grand Conference is like the Grand Championship, and if you win it all. And but now the thing is, if you end up with a bad season, you end up like in last place, you will move down to the Petite Division. So that's a nice concept that is already done in several other leagues, like the MPL, PPL. I think PPL started it, and now we implement it in the GPC. So that means we have now 9 other contenders in the Grand Conference, and we just face them all one time, and then I think the best 4 or so make playoffs, so we're definitely aiming for that. So that's basically all about the new conferences. Then the draft. The draft is the same way as it was last season. You just get 100 points and you can spend them how you want. And the most problem is the mons got a lot. The point values were re-evaluated, and a lot of mons got a bit more expensive. And the new mons also got added. They also are not that cheap. So overall, it was quite hard to make a really good team of between 8 and 12 mons that was really solid. And I think there's no broken team if you look at all the drafts together. And a lot of drafts you think, whoa, they have so strong 4 mons, but then it is a bit downhill. So you can definitely see, I think all teams are beatable. Also is mine. And then some personal things. I have been quite busy the past few weeks with exams and such. So I'm sorry I couldn't bring this draft analysis earlier than this, guys. It will most likely be up like the day before the week 1 battle will be up. So that's it. I still hope you all watch it before you watch the battle. Then over to the team. So this season came around, I got 8th place. And I was looking at what should I draft for my first 2 picks, few picks, and I was thinking, okay, we just draft some really good mons first, and then we look at synergy a bit later. So as being the number 8, it's quite logical that a whole lot of new mons and also a whole lot of strong mons are already taken before you. But I was looking at the tiers and I saw, okay, this is quite a good value, and I have some usage. This is a one that I've used in the past and to quite some success, and that's Thunderous Eye. So last season, if you remember, I used his brother, Thunderous Terrier, and it was really great. I have used Thunderous Incarnate also in the past. It's quite nice. It got a bit nerfed, like T-Wave is now 9% accuracy, pranks, it doesn't work on Dark types, but all in all, I think it's still a really solid mon. And with the abilities Prankster and Defiant, which is also can be really helpful, I think this mon can really shine, and I hope I can use it as well as Anthony does it in MPL, because he runs really great sets every week, and you never know when it's physical or special. So that's basically my first round pick. I think you all know what it does more. It can run dual dance, can more support set. Mostly it will just dare through teams. Then the second mon I have used, I think, in the first ever league I was in, and I think it's a great mon in the format, and everyone's a ground type, everyone's a reliable mon to get up rocks even, and that's for me was Garchomp. So Garchomp I think also was 15 points, Guard jump has mostly the rough skin ability. It can be more of a bulky guard jump, it can be an offensive guard jump, it can be a scarfer. If you want it special, you can even run special. I think guard jump is really solid, and I made it my Z-mon. So what we did this season was during the draft you can get one mon and you can make that your Z-mon. So that mon can use Z moves. That means you have to bring a Z move 4 times in a season of 9 weeks, and yeah, that's basically it. You can only allow one mon as a Z move mon, and that mon can run all Z moves as except I think the Omni Boost moves, and I think that was it. So guard jump can be Z Sandstorm to get it speed boost, which is quite cool. It can also just be a Z coverage move to just get a 2-hit KO or 1-hit KO more likely. So yeah, that's basically all about guard jump. Then third mon, I think it's a really solid mon. I have seen it used quite well, but it has to fit you, and I don't know if it fits me. But that's Azumarill. And Azumarill is really scary, because if you look at stats you think, that's not much, but it has that huge power ability, as you all know. So its attack is doubled, it's a great choice band user, a more bulky variant with huge power can also be run. A belly drum set can be really scary for your opponent. And on top of that, Sapsaper and Dewford are not ruled out. A support Azumarill can be run, and I will just say it will be most likely will be brought in 1 week or another. You will just have to see. But yeah, I think Azumarill is pretty much straightforward. It gives me a water type, which is nice, a water fairy type. So that's really solid, I think. Those are types that you want in every draft, but I think Azumarill is quite nice. That pairs with those other two. Then the fourth round came along, and I was looking at I had some mons in mind, and I thought, okay, this mon it's not that high up, like all those 3 mons were like 15-16 points, and this mon was like a bit lower, it was only 9 points, but I thought if I don't pick it now, I don't think it will come back to me, because I make like back-to-back picks, almost. There are only 2 guys in between, so Thunder's guard jump and now Azumarill, and then on the way back I picked the Decidueye. So I think the Decidueye is a really cool mon in the format, because if you look, the stats are really well rounded. You can run it offensive, you can run defensive, it has defog, it has recovery, it has setup options, it has baton pass options. This mon can do really a lot. It's also a nice spin blocker, and due to that grass ghost type, and I think it's a very solid mon for my team. It's also, I think, my favorite Gen 7 mon, so that's also really cool, and yeah, I'm just really curious how it will do and how it will fit on my team. So we will just have to see. So then the 5th round came around, and after these 4 picks I was like figuring out how I wanted to structure the rest of my team, and I had a really cool team concept. I had a mega in mind. Like, there were only 2 others that could pick a mega at this point that hadn't picked a mega, I must say. One was Anthony, and I know I could discuss with Anthony, and the other one was Turbo, and I asked him what he had in mind. He didn't have the mega in mind that I want, so I knew I could wait with my mega till my last pick. So I basically planned out the rest of my mons. I had a nice plan, some lower tier mons, some a bit higher tier mons, and then I really wanted Heatran, and it was like sniped right before my eyes. So that was really unfortunate, so I had to readjust, and basically I had some ideas, but it was like, I then miss a bit of the special offense that I kind of want. Like the Decidueye can be special, but it's not especially offensive. Thunder is definitely a really great special threat, but can also be mixed. Might not be able, has that matchup that 1 week that you really wanted to break a team. And I ended up deciding that I picked up Porygon Z. So Porygon Z is just basically a really strong mon. It hits really hard on the special side with that adaptability boost. It is a great specs user, great scarf user. It has access to trick, it has access to also dual dance, nest built on agility. So it can be really terrifying for a lot of teams, especially because normal only immunity is ghost and only resist is steel. So if they don't have a really strong steel or ghost type, Porygon Z can really walk through teams. So I think it's a really nice mon. I don't know how good I will use it, because I don't have much experience with it, and I think it's a bit of a hit and miss mon, but we will just have to see. So that was also a mon of 9 points, and then I had to, because of the Heatran Snipe, I had to have a reliable steel type, and I ended up to discussing a bit with Anthony. Yeah, we decided that even it's 13 points, it's quite a lot, but it's really solid mon, and that's Metagross. I've also have this mon currently in the UPC, and it's just a really solid mon. It's a really reliable stealth rocker. As you can see, base 135 attack. Even if you don't invest in attack, but you just go for a bulky Metagross, this thing still hits really hard. This also has bullet punch as priority, so I have now a Zumaro and Metagross with really strong priority on top of Pranks the Thunderous. That's really nice. An extra rocker, a reliable steel type, like I have now my Dragon Fairy Steel Core, which is quite strong. Psychic type, also really cool. So overall, quite happy with these 6. We just have to see how they work out. And then yeah, I had spent quite a lot of points, so I decided that I just wanted some rolls on my team really badly. So I decided that I want to go with only 9 mons. No real meme picks, or no pick between 1 and 3 points, no, just straight up mons that I thought would do really well. And the next mon is my finally, guys, after several seasons of League format, we finally picked our mascot Drapion. So we picked a Drapion, and I think Drapion is a really solid team mon for my team. Why? Poison Dark type. Dark type is a really solid type, has Pursuit, Trap, Access, Knockoff, really solid. Poison type absorbs toxic spikes, because as you may have seen, my only hazard remover at this point, and spoilers, my only hazard removal is the Sigewine. So with poison type, this absorbs these spikes and can set up these spikes on its own. Has a really great speed stat, on top of that quite some nice bulk to it. And as you may have noticed, guys, yeah, it was just a mon that fitted my team quite well, and I wanted to draft this for so long, and I'm finally able to. So then the 8th mon of the team, Drapion was 6 points, this mon was also 6 points, and that's, if you didn't notice, the speed, yeah, after Thunderous there is nothing faster, so I picked up Excelgor. So Excelgor is incredibly fast. You can still hit hard if you want. Base 100 special attack is still really solid, but it has really nice spike stacking capabilities. And that's basically it. I wanted speed, I wanted spikes, Excelgor was there. I think it's a really solid mon. I have used it in the past to some great success. It can definitely be with a live orb. It's still really hard, has some nice coverage, but also can just be your spike lead, and you can just stack your opponent. So then I think you might have picked up on what kind of team I've drafted, but yeah, let me just solidify my last pick, and that is my mega pick. I only had 10 points left, and 10 points was a bit unfortunate. I knew I wanted this mega kind of from the start, but I also knew that normally you would draft like a whole great team around this mon, and I think I had a bit of a better plan with the Heatran for it, but now it's more that you will just see, and I will explain. So my last pick is I think my favorite mega in Draft League format up until now. I really love my underrated mega mons, and this time it's Mega Heracross. So of all the megas I've used, Mega Heracross is definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite. And yeah, basically the megas I've used are Lopunny, Metagross, even my very first season, and then some underrated megas such as Mega Heracross I've used. What do I have more used? I've used Mega Aggron last season. I really loved that mon. Mega Aerodactyl, really loved that one. And in the UPC currently I'm having Mega Pidgeot, so all quite some underrated mega mons that can do really great. And Heracross is one of them. As you can see at his stats, he has really great natural bulk. He has a really incredible attack stat with the skill paired up with skilling. Nothing is switching into Heracross. It's a really great wall breaker. The only problems is quad weakness to flying, but I think my team can handle flying types with the Metagross, with the Thunderous, and its speed stat. Normally you would draft some mons that have some speed control around Mega Heracross. I think with my team I definitely have the typings around Mega Heracross, like I have the Fairy Killer Metagross, I have and I have the Ghost, the Drapion for the Ghosts, and I have Prancer Thunderwave with Thunderer, so that's all really nice. Normally I think last time around I drafted around Mega Aggros, I also had like Tailwind Tornado Starion and Trick Room Bronzong, so that were some really cool options, but unfortunately I couldn't afford myself to get mons like that to really support Mega Aggros. So instead of last time around that the team supported Mega Aggros is here to support the team. I think Mega Aggros typing is really great for me, and it gives me a really great wall breaker. And if you haven't noticed about this team, it has overall quite some natural bulk, not that much recovery, no wish passer or whatsoever. Unfortunately I wanted it, but I just couldn't fit it. I got the speed I needed, I got the breakers I needed, I got some setup I needed, and I got my hazards. Drapion, Excelgo with the hazard set. Then if I get rocks with Metagross and Garchomp, basically the Decidueye for the spin block and defog if need be, but I hope I don't ever need to defog myself, because my plan is block the spin, force a defog, meaning that they also get rid of the hazards on my side, and also potentially abuse defog with Thunderous Defiant ability. So it's basically hazard stacking, breaking, sweeping. That's what we want to do this season, and currently I think it's not my most comfortable playstyle, but it's definitely a really fun playstyle, and I just hope that I can make it work this season. I think it will be an experimental season. I have a cool team. I have like the 3 mons I love the most, almost Drapion, Decidueye, Heracross, so I really love the team. How it will perform, I don't know. I hope he can just win the championship with it. That's the goal for the season, guys. So we will have to see. I will see you at week 1 match. Bye.